All right, guys, today I got a special surprise for everybody. I'm going to show everybody how the market algorithm works, and I'm going to do it on ICT's video, Mr. Algorithm himself, as he claims. We are going to show you something that he does not show. He does not know this. I did a form of this same stuff with the exact same mathematical setups, the exact same set of rules in my previous video where I analyzed TJR's trade. So I went over everything and I just basically showed how he could have known he could have taken that trade. You should check that video out. It's pretty cool. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit larger version of what I did on that video. I'm going to explain how we got to that and how I came up with that. Yeah, we're just going to pretty much go over everything with ICT's latest trade on January the 6th. I'm going to go over and show you where he was in the chart and stuff like that, and then we're going to just get to the charts and stuff and explain it.
I
All
thought I had
right.
record going,
As you can see
and I
down here at the
didn't.
bottom,
So
time is 9 a.m. where he's
buying
highlighting it
the
there.
Monday first presented fair value gap.
So that's the trade he's looking for, and he's basically looking to take it from that lower brown zone up there towards the higher brown zone. He explains how this green block is from his higher time frame suspension block from I guess a couple days back, a couple weeks back or something, like I don't know, whatever it is. So he's running it from the lower zone, and he's wanting to run it up there towards the higher zone. And this is how he laid this out. And I'm going to explain a lot better way to understand this, as he seems a bit unsure and doesn't really know. He kind of seems confident, but he's thinking it may go lower. We're going to walk our way through that and see what we can come up with to show you guys how it's laid out, and then see what it is mathematically and give you an actual good, clear answer instead of just some blocks like this that you don't really know what are tied to what. We're going to tie everything back to a math and read it in the same sequence in different time frames like I do in every one of my other videos, even on the daily perspective. Today we're going to do it on the 15-minute bar perspective, and that's how we're going to lay it out. Okay, what we have here is just this is just a forex chart right now on a 15-minute time frame. This is an entire week from this black line to the black line on the right. So that's a Monday through Friday, and this is 15-minute candles. And it's just a pattern of how you lay these out, and it's a sequence of some other things and stuff like that. So we're just going to isolate a certain portion of the sequence, and we're going to read it in a 5-bar strategy with multiple layers to that. So we'll just fast forward right down up into here. And so what we have here is we have a set of candles here. This would be your open, and then you've got you got a set of 6. So you have a pink line. So start, and then you mark the 6 candles. So you count from the start of this pink line right here, just to have I got different colors here just to make these different so that I can see them, but and know what they are, just to move them to something else. So this is just for laying out to explain to you. I don't really have it looking like this. I'm just doing this to differentiate and explain to you. So the TJR trade, I use this setup right here with these little pink lines, these gaps right here. And what I do is I just lay out from the week open, and you got to make sure that the week has every single candle in it so that you're not missing anything. And that's what I've done. I just went back for this right here and come up with a level. So we mark the 6th one, and we start counting 1 again right there. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we mark 6, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what that does is that gives us a layout, and then this could be the same way as it is in my other videos. I have it set up to where it's a pink line starting, pink line ending, and I have the darker lines in the middle in my other videos. So I'm just keeping up with that same sequence of stuff and the same layout, so everything looks the same. It's not different colors, so that you're not getting lost. So that's my goal with that. And so anyway, so that's 5 of these bars, and then you have the open at the 6th. Then you start at that count, and then you go over 5 bars, and then the new open is 6. So same thing, repeating all the way through. So then we have So I'll do that all the way through the entire week, and then I'll know which ones of these are set up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then we come back over here at the start, and then we count one of those, two of those, three of those, four of those, five of them, and then this red one right here marks the start of the sixth one, and then we label that one down here at the bottom. So you can see the numbers at the bottom. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open. This would be closing into 6 and starting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is just 1. And I've went through the entire day of each day doing all of them like that. And how I set those up is I would set them up like this. I would just open the chart up and I would label these out, leave a small gap, and you can just do a little speed run after that. And so you know that it's laid out like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right. That's how I come up with the numbers. That's how I come up with these levels. That's how it starts. These would be dashed in the system. So these red ones these are just reference. So when I mark them on ICT's chart, they're going to be red, but these are going to be dark gray or black, something like that, okay? And I'm going to walk through. I'm going to transfer these times over to NASDAQ, the mini contract, and I'm going to show you how that works and then show you how the system. These black lines, they're just representing Monday through Friday. So you would see that'd be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So now we can take this setup and all these numbers and these sequences and we can repeat this every single week. Don't continue into the next week. Don't continue from the last week into this week. Only do from the open to the close in this sequence and stop and then restart in the next week. And I'll show you a bit of how that works, how it looks laid out, just to scroll through and give you some times. Something to kind of view. This is New York time. This is UTC 5 currently in this video. And so just showing this stuff here, how the layout would be. And then there's 5 bars in between the little pink ones, 5 pink sections in between the red sections, and they're just blending across the entire week. Just to go over that again. All right, now I'm going to break this down on the NQ trade where he was. Just to reiterate one more time, this to this dotted line is Monday. This dotted line to this dotted line is Tuesday. I will be taking these levels and transferring them over. These are the levels for a Tuesday. I will be transferring the Tuesday's levels over to January 6th, Tuesday of 2026 to match up with ICT's videos. Okay, so we're over here on the charts. We got it marked up. I've taken, in the previous little video clip, I showed you the lines, the little pink lines. I'm taking those pink lines. I've transferred them over here. So you can go match them up in the video if you want with one of these times, but this is it. So what that does is it gives me very particular sections that are run off of a mathematical function. So we will be using like kind numbers, odds and evens, and then we'll be looking at strategies of 2 bars back at the same time. So as you can see right here, when ICT is looking at his trade, he's down here in this area here, and he's looking to go long. He's talking about potentially going long off in these areas and how he would, and I do believe he's paper trading in that video, he said. But I'm going to show you how to be able to understand where he was, why it was that, and yeah, so what the function was there that he's not paying attention to and that his little system does not cover it at all. But if you can see here, we would be right here at 9 o'clock in the little range he was at and where he's looking for his trade. Stay tuned. At the end of the video, I do an analysis of the current day. Today's Friday, the 9th of January, 2026. So stay tuned for that. So what we will be doing is we will be looking for levels. Let me make these a little bit more bold here. That way they can show up a little better on the screen. So this is the same way that I'll set up and I will run the daily weeks, the daily bars in the weeks and such like that. So we're going to make these levels a little more noticeable, and then we're going to pull them across to make sure we can explain to you on ICT's video how my system works and how my system runs ITC's little sections he thinks he's got figured out with his algorithm talk he has and with his little abbreviations and stuff. I'm going to hit you with the exact same talk all the way through every video. Every video in different perspectives. I'm going to keep walking you through. It's a mathematical boundary function I'm highlighting here and showing you. This is where things move and how they move. It's not fair value, any gaps, and none of that stuff. You can, again, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter. So, as we would be in this section right here, pink line to pink line, okay? From right here to right here, we would be knowing that we're in this bar. So in this bar's perspective, pink line to pink line, that would be like a week, right? We're going to skip the previous bar and look back into the next one, 2 bars back. So what do we have is we have a level coming up, and then we have the first one, and this is like opening ranges like a week. This will be like Monday's opening range, as people say, and it's just bar 1, bar 2 can expand it, come back in. Bar 3 rejected, bar 1's closed. 3, 1. Bar 2 closed. Bar 4 rejects 2. That's the thing. We avoid if we're in 3, we're looking for levels in 1. If we're in 4, we're looking for levels from 2. Okay? And then we're looking with little functions up inside of this right here as well. And so this is a nested sequence between pink line to pink line. That's 5. These sections right here, when you break them down, these are 5 minutes of 3 minutes little sections in there. Okay? So you can then toggle from this right here on the 1 minute time frame to the 1 minute. I would suggest 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and 15 if you're going to be doing trading on like the 1 minute time frames. If you like the 1 minute time frame, I suggest you find yourself in this right here and then try to, get you some real understanding of what's going on here. So we have like kind number theory and 2 bars back going on. So we have the high and we have the close of 2 bars back. So in this bar, we'd be looking for the levels in this right here higher time frame in this perspective, which will be the close and the high right there and the low of the bar 5. If we take that bar 5 right there, that's 2 bars back, and we drag that bad boy all the way over here, we will see that level right there hit 5, hit the 5. Now that's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it matches my entire system, everything I said before, to an exact science. We are in a function, in a bar, we're skipping a whole bar, and we're hitting levels in the previous bar, which would be 2 bars back. 2 videos back, I believe it was, I made there's a thumbnail that says 2 bars back. This would explain that. It's 2 bars back, just like the Dogecoin trade. There's a Dogecoin trade. It was a day 4, hit a day 4 or something, I think it was. So right here, we got a 5 hitting a 5, 2 bars back. We also have, if we take that off there, in the previous bar, it also happens to be that it's landing on the bottom of the 1. So this right here, you could say, was the opening range low, in that perspective, of the first setup. So this is 1, but it's the numerical thing that you're losing when we start going opening range and day 2 and crap like that. We stop paying attention to numbers and we start talking about words and phrases and turtle soups and all kinds of blended up mess there. But it's all in the function that we're looking for our levels. So this level came in, it hit 2 bars back, and so therefore it completed. And so it hit 2 bars back and the previous at the same time. You might call this 3 equal lows, as people like to say. And so you have a low here on a 5, a low on a 1, and getting hit on those same 2 odd number lows in an odd number. I mean, isn't that pretty cool? So anyway, let's move along. So now we would be looking for levels 2 bars back, and we would be in this bar right here, and we're going to skip this bar right here, and we're going to look for levels inside of this bar right here. Well, I'll be damned. Looky there. Already. First bar. What levels did it hit? Let's go take a look. We're going to look 2 bars back. And it gave us 1 bar. That's the open, the gap up. And so it hit the open level. Wow, I thought I had my tool there. It hit the open level here, basically, and took off. So it's the open bar, 2 bars back, and an open bar, 2 bars back. Bar 1, bar 1, bar 5, bar 5. You starting to see how this works? Like kind numbers, 5, 5, 1, 1. All right, we're going to move along, show you how it goes. Oh, yes, yes. So we're over here, and we're in bar 3. Well, if we look 2 bars back, we can find a level and a structural level inside of bar 3, which would be right in here. These are some higher levels. In the 3, before it blasted off, it was holding at these levels. You can see how the next day took off of that same point, so we can tell it has a little something going on there. That is inside of a 3, getting hit over here inside of the 3. So if we know where to look for the strategy to hit and take off, we and the type of things that can cause it, we know what we can kind of wait to look for. We could wait for that pullback to the higher time frame, something that we know could happen because it happens a lot. So let's just keep going in here with, let's do it inside this bar. So we were doing pink bars, and then I was reading those. So I'm going to go on the inside and show you the same function right here on the inner. And this would be like a week again, and this would be your 5 days in there. And so this would be bar 1, bar 2 expanded it, came back inside, broke both sides of the low, came back inside of it, closed. Bar 3 opens and rejects bar 1, close. Okay, so every other bar, 2 bars back, gave the signal for the short in this right here. So we come down in here. It closes red. We go up, consolidate over, push up, and it dumps off of that. Well, if we took this little bitty section right here and we just take a little fib tool and we just break it off into 5 little bitty sections like this right here really quick so that we're not messing up the whole chart, making it look all crazy, we can see that, let's bring it up here a little bit where we can see better. That will give me these bars right here for my bar 2. This would be, so it's 1, 2, 3 minutes, mark 4 for this perspective. So this will be the open of my bar 2. Coming over here, oh, come on now, my open of my bar 2, and we'll drag that level over here. And as we can see, we are in bar 2. In this bar, we are bar 2, hitting bar 2 high in the previous section. Boom. This right here would be, it's like kind. It's a 2 hitting a 2. And then it kind of pushes up into, in the first bar, let's just to make sure that I'm rubbing this in a little bit here. This is the first bar of the section 3. 1, 2, 3. So this right here is bar 1. And the previous bar, this is bar 1 high. Boom. Right? Just showing you how it works. It's like kind numbers on the smallest time frames. Now, you can keep doing this all the way down, but you start running yourself into an area where you can't make any money. So that's what brought us down. Let's see here. We can see, let's take those out so it's easier to read there. Let's take these out now that we know with the exact same strategy, without changing anything, the exact same rules. I just walked you through a high time frame pink bar section down to the intraday, or what will be the intraday, or the inner bars, which would be like the 5 days of the week. And then I broke those down and showed you that trade right there. So I showed you how these work in 2 bars back, and I showed you how these inner bars right here work 2 bars back right here, 1 and 3, boom. I showed you how it works in the previous bar back right here with 2 over here getting hit by 2 over here. Like kind numbers, odds or evens, same thing. Okay, now let's move along. We're back down here, and that's what pushed us back down to ICT's trade. So, boom, 2 bars back, we're on, we're moving. And then we get this level here. All right, well, I'll be danged. Let's go ahead and move this over really quick just to get out of the way. Let's just get rid of it. So what we have here is a bar. Well, if I put the little tool on there down here at the bottom, we can explain that a little better than just talking through it. I can give you a visual with it. So we're over here in bar 3, going to be looking back at bar 1. And we are looking in this pink section at the trade he's saying he took on the paper trade. So this is bar 1 and bar 3. So we are looking 2 bars back for like kind numbers. And in the middle, you can see over here, this is the middle. And this bar over here, let's make it a little wider so you can see better here. Bar 1, bar 3. So now over here, we are open on this candle. It's opening on bar 5 in this bar. So it's the opening candle, bar 5. This is bar 3. So 3 brought over and supported 5. So there's your long. 2 bars back. Like kind numbers. Okay. So now there's these 2 and 3, and then you have your closing level here where it comes into this, and 3 is closing above that, and so you can see how we have this little function going on here. If we come back here in the whole previous pink bar, if we're in this bar and we look back into this bar here, we can look back and see the low of 3, and we can see how 3 over here also used that and came off that level. Blasting off now. Let's see here. On this perspective, at the signal, at the trade, 2 bars back, 5 off of 3, right? Like kind numbers. I have not changed my strategy not one time this entire video, not one time for my entire, for every video I've made. I've said the exact same thing, and I'm walking you through mathematical functions, and I'm not missing. I'm showing you the real stuff. I'm not messing around. Okay? So this should tell you that in that perspective, I am not your typical person on here trying to teach people. Now that's your previous thing. That would be marked pink. That'd be like a previous week high, right? Okay, if this is 5, this is okay. So if we're counting from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. That means this is 6. Then that means this bar is 7. So what do? We look 2 bars back. 1, 2. Now remember, we're talking these from gray line to gray line. We go 2 bars back. 1, 2. Closing level, right? These little peak lows and stuff inside of this bar here. Boom. Boom. Right? The exact same strategy. It's blasted off. It's went up. It's went down. It's, it's done everything, and I have not changed anything. I've not drawn out any different colored blocks and guessed and picked and choosed and told turtle soup stories and all this stuff. This isn't like a bash ICT video, but it's just like, I'm just showcasing the algorithm. An algorithm he doesn't know about. He says he knows algorithms. This is the algorithm. I guess if you want to say I'm the algorithm master, just, being funny and tooting my own horn. I don't really think I'm the baddest at anything of this stuff. Just showing how it works, all right? So, again, 2 bars back, short. Well, clearly this will be bar 5, right? If I took that little tool and I split this little section here into 5 sections like that, I can see that in this portion right here of this little 5, like I took this bar, split it by 5, I'm in bar 5 high. Now, let's just take that over here and drop it right here. Well, I will be damned. Can you believe that? A 3 hit that 5, 2 bars back the same way it did on this other stuff down there. I'll be damned. Now, and either I got to be one lucky mofo, or I figured out some shit nobody has shown you before. You be the one to decide on that right there. Let's go ahead and keep going with this, shall we? We have 1 bar right here, this whole bar we're looking at. We're going to look 2 bars back for a level. shit, I'll be damned. Is that 1 and 3 dodging 1? Boom. Okay, okay. All right. So up here at the top we got a 5, 6, 7. So it's the swing failure pattern. 3-bar pattern is the high of 1, broken 1, another touch, then drop down, head and shoulder, whatever, doesn't matter. And then 2 bars back, baby. Boom, it started going and hit 2 bars back right in here. 2 bars over, bounced up, came down, went up under, 2 bars back, and dumped. I have said nothing but the exact same strategy the entire time I've been talking about this. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wow, what the hell happened here? Let's see. Um, we have a bar. Well, yeah, it's one of those pink bars. So we're going to be looking pink section to pink section, right? So if we have this over here, we're going to, in this bar, we're going to skip a bar. Isn't that what I've said in every video and every single trading strategy? All right, so let's see if it works again. What? Hold on now. Hold on. What? What's going on here? So we're 2 bars back. We got the open of the 1, right? Well, that's not the open of the 1. It's the high of that little area right there. Oh, let's fix it. Let's just, it's the close of 1. My bad. Let's just leave it valid. We'll just do this and make it green. The other green. All right. And so that's the close of 1, which is still valid. And so we have 2 bars back, right? And it's the close of 1, which, and the open, whoops, what am I doing? And the open of 2. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 hit the open of 2. What? You got to be kidding me. See, now, if I come back to this area and I explain to you how we use this bar right here as the reason to go short in the 3, because it's the close of 1. And so we'll pay attention to 1's levels, open, high, low, and close in bar 3. And then when we're in, so because we're in an odd, in an odd bar or an odd day, we'll look for odd numbers, 2 bars back, odd levels, 2 bars back. And since we are now in a day 4, 2 bars ahead, we switch over based off this closing level and use the even numbers after it. Even, high, low, closes, boom, right there. Okay, so that's what it's doing. That's how it's working. Yeah, so 2 bars back, boom, it's moving. Now remember, ICT was down here doing this, and now it's dumping down here doing this stuff. Okay, so we don't always get a 2 bar back signal, but sometimes we do. Why? Because other size maths are running in sequences all at the same time, and all it has to do is blast off, take it out of an area, and you won't understand the structural setup and stuff like that. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So, we bounced off this. We got our trade. In that perspective of that bar, we'd have levels 2 bars back to this level. And then it'd be doing this, and then it would run to this lower level right here, and the bar 2 bars back. It stopped. It reversed and came back down, closed into this candle. And so we'll have 1 bar back, giving us a previous bar low. So now it's bouncing off of that, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. We could go down in here and we could say that in this 5-minute candle at that bounce off that it was 2 bars back right there. So let's not act like I didn't have an answer for you as to why it would do it. Now, if this is the first bar, let's go ahead and just rub it in a little bit that I'm correct down there, even where it looks like it's not. Watch this. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. If ICT sees this, he's going to love this video. He's going to love it. He's going to really like that. So what are we? Bar 1, bar 2 of bar 1 in this section. Now we're over here and we are bar 5. So bar 5 rejects bar 1. Like kind numbers. I will be damned. Did it do it again? It damn sure did. Is that a low of a 2? Bar 1, bar 2. Let's make that a little bit bigger for the people in the back who's going to hate on me. bar 1, bar 2 put in a low. We skip and say this will be the next. You could view this as like previous week low, current week, previous week low on a Monday. This would be current week on a Friday. So we come down and we hit it on this would be the open 1, 2, and we front run it and hit it with the 3, and then we did the little signal right off of it and went along. Yep, I know y'all thought that y'all was gonna be able to chuckle or something and say I was wrong, but well, looks like I fucked that up for you. Let's go back here. We have 1, 2, so it's a previous low section. And if we take that section, if we take that section and we do like this, and we take this and bring it over here, we will see bar 4, bar 3 open, bar 5 open, going back inside of bar 3 over here, moving along. So, let's see here. If we could come over here and say these little levels here, then, we can come over here and say these levels here at the top of that wick, this bar, skip this whole bar, and then the third bar bounced off of that. We could do that as well. We can come over here and we can say that this is bar 1, and then it's coming over here, and bar 3 is bouncing off of bar 1, and these upper levels of bar 5 as it's trying to break out of them. All right. Let's see. Getting a little different up here. There's other ways to do this that'll clear it up, but I just can't cram them all in this video. Anyway, let's just do this. We have, I messed that up real fast. Let's fix it. Let's do this. All right. So now I have no idea what these are. I'm just winging it as I go through this. So this, if we bring it up a little higher, we can see where they actually come into it, so that we're not claiming I said something and it wasn't it. So if this is bar 2 in that section, and this is also bar 2, we can say that we've hit level. When we hit level, what do we have? 2 bars back. Bam. Right? Let's delete that just to clear that up so that we can see that better, just to keep showing that the system will keep working. So, let's do this. Put those back real quick. If I take that and bring it over here, and I take this one, I bring it over here, I'm looking 1 bar, 2 bars back. 1, 2. And then I am the closing level. Let's get this off of here. That level right there starts in the 2 and comes down there by the 2. All right. So it's front ran in that level, in the 2, in this section. Let's just go back over here and see what's over here. And the 2 in this one is also, that'd be about the closing level of it coming over there if we were to use that. So that would be 2 into 2 there, basically. You get the idea. So then we have 3 going up here for 5 and for the high of 1. Failing and going back down, that's caused that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's how it's done. So I'll be able to show you guys more of this as I go, and I got to build this whole thing into a larger system, but I got to take you along one piece at a time. So I'd appreciate if y'all would like and subscribe. I just showed y'all something clearer than the man showed y'all in the past 26 years. Okay? I just obliterated the entire green zone and that new PDF thing or whatever he's got going on. He's giving away for free, and he was bragging on and saying he's been holding on to it. Well, I'm not holding on to it. I just gave you the math sequence, baby. If y'all want it, I got it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, this is a math sequence, and I have hundreds of these. You would not believe it, but I only use certain ones for certain reasons. So, yeah, there it is. ICT's 2026 concept, only thing you need to know for 2026 type setup. Explain clearer than he could explain it himself, and if he can, I challenge him to do it. Matter of fact, if you want to, go point it out to him and ask him, you know what I mean? That, he can explain his way through how he's going to try to, I don't know, maybe he can explain his way through how he would tell you that this is not a good system or something. But, I ain't missing. I'm doing the same thing. I don't have 80 different things for you to believe in and to be focused on and try to remember that aren't attached to each other. I have everything on a same system, all attached with the exact same mathematical functions. I'm highlighting them in different sizes and different places, and I'm showing y'all how to run them. So if you want to learn how to do this stuff, I can show you, but you're going to have to give me a like and subscribe. I mean, I don't want to be on here talking to myself for nothing. So this is it. I'll just keep doing this. If y'all want another video on somebody, whoever your little guru is, whatever, I don't care. I'll do a video on everybody. Ain't no hate. It's just showing that this system right here is superior, and I don't play. Go look on my X, my Twitter. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about, and I'll get into the higher time frame stuff eventually. But this right here, this is fire, baby. Y'all can't ignore it. You can't hate on it. You gotta love it. All right. I'm gonna throw a little extra one in here at the end of the video, right quick. I forgot to say it while I was to go to it while I was in the other video there that I was about to be in. But so again, This is today, the current day. This is Friday, as you can see up here. It's the 9th. As you see down here, it is the 9th. As you can see here, we are in a pink bar. We are looking 2 pink bars back. We see a level. We know that level right there is something that is important. Okay, if we are in our current bar and it is 10 a.m. and this hour back in here, right, the previous hour, these levels back in here, this is 2 bars back. Okay, so there's your long off of that right there. And yeah, you can see how they come over and how they've blasted off. Again, we can look right here. This is bar 4. This is bar 4 closing. We can come across right here. We see that it's working right there. So if we come down here, we see that we can be 2 bars back. First bar, we can go looking at the first 3 bars, and that gives me an opening bar range for that area. So that's how that would be. I will show you that really quick. This will be the little fib tool. Whoops. Let's go ahead and give you the update on today, what happened while we're talking about this whole system and how it could work. All right, so we can see that this is my first bar. So this is my, what would be 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And each one of these are 3-minute sections. This is a 15-minute block, 15-minute block. These are particular ones in a mathematical function. This is bar 1. We hit bar 1 in bar 1. You see that? This is bar 1. And we hit bar 1, 2 bars back. Boom. We are bar 1. 1, 2. We come down at it. Let's bring that up there so we can see better. Now, we have bar 1. Bar 2 comes down at it. Bar 2 comes over and gets hit in bar 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bounces off 2. That's an even like kind. So you have 1 and 1. That is an odd number that's doing that, okay? So that's what's going on there. If we take this tool, we can just drag it up here at the top and just see what happened really quick. And we can see that, I don't even know what happened in there. We got 1, 2, bar 3. We have bar 1, bar 2, bar 3. So bar 3 rejects the close of bar 3. And there's your little short. And just to show it that it's working down that up there and shooting us down through here, so we can understand how we can read this same mathematical function in lots of different ways. So if we're bar 1 over here, this is bar 2. All right, well, that's the open of bar 2, so we would be looking for odd number type stuff. And then for referring to this entire pink line section, this bar here, we're going to skip this bar here, look 2 bars back to this section, and see that we have a 2 right here. So if this level of the 2 is coming across, we can see that our current 2 is breaking out of it right there. So that's how that's working. We are also down here. This is bar 3 high coming over here in bar 1. This is how your Wyckoff moves happen, okay? So 3 off of 1. 1 off of 3, right? We could say that this could be a 3 off of a 1, and say just the point of that is to highlight the mathematical function. But yeah, that's pretty much what got today going, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's all I got. If y'all got any questions, just ask away. I'll help you out.